Hello, this is Vicki from patternprincess.com. Today I'm going to show you how to do the linen stitch, which is also called the moss stitch or the granite stitch. Here are two samples of some patterns that I also have on my website. This one here is for gender neutral baby. We're not sure what the baby's going to be yet, so I have this pattern that I've made. And then here's another one. This one's for a girl, and you can see this one here has wider stripes of the stitch, which gives it one look. This would be beautiful as a solid color. This here I have is a little bit more striping. You can see here we got a little bit just a different look and a different pattern, and how you can have like this 3 rows. It gives one style of look versus I believe here it was 5 rows of the color changes. So it just love the look of this pattern. So I'm going to show you here, get my end of my yarn, how to make this. This is really truly an easy stitch, and I like these stitches that you can make when you're watching TV and you don't have to think about it. This is one of those. I don't have to count. Once I get the bottom row started, I don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to start with my slip stitch. I just put my fingers through, bring it around, and then I put my hook in, bring one of the ends through, and there is my slip stitch. Now I got to make sure which one's my tail. Make sure that you're just working in an even number. You just need to have an even number of stitches to work this. So we're going to yarn over. You don't count the first chain on your hook. This is not something you count when you count stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've done 12 stitches. I'm going to make a single crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Single crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch. Then I'm going to single crochet, and I'm going to do this all the way across. Single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and then single crochet in the last one. We have the foundation row done. Chain 2. Now this pattern that I'm doing is what you're going to do the rest of the pattern, and make it as wide as you want and as long as you want. You can also change colors, and in a minute after this row I'll show you how to change colors. So I'm going to I have my chain 2. I'm going to single crochet in that previous spot where I skipped a stitch. I'm going to complete a single crochet. Just so you can see this. This is how you're going to do it all the way across. Chain 1, skip where the single crochet was, single crochet in that previous chain 1 spot, chain 1, skip that, chain, single crochet, chain 1, skip this, single crochet, make sure I get all my yarn, chain 1, and then now instead of going into this spot here where this is actually where we would have that space, I like to go in the very end. There's like another little space here in the actual stitch, only because I think that it gives it a really nicer blocked look when you get everything finished. I'm going to do one more row of it here for you. I'll just kind of go a little bit quicker just so you can kind of start to see the pattern. Again, I'm going to continue single crochet, chaining 1, skipping 1 all the way through. And then after this row here, I'm going to change colors. But you can see how fast this goes. And I don't have to think about it. And then I'm going to stick it in that end. I just want to show you here. You see how the edges are looking so nice and blocked? If I would have gone here, you would have still had some hanging out. And I don't know. I like this look a little bit better. You can see the bottom posts that are, let me show you here. These are the bottom posts. See, and these here are the same bottom posts each row. Okay, so that's how it would look if you continued here with a solid color. Now I'm going to switch colors. I'm going to bring my yarn over here. When I switch colors, I don't start it right here. Okay, instead I pull out this stitch and I put my hook back in here, and that's where I'm going to bring my other color in. And I'm going to pull it in, and now it always loosens up a little bit on me. I always have a tad bit of a mess here at first. Sorry, just hit that. So 2 chains, and then I pull this a little bit snug. And here, let me show you what I do. I bring this over the top, but I have to pull it just a little bit to make sure that your stitches, like, and I don't make it real tight. I just make sure that my stitches are even again. Now I got to tighten up my stitch here. Okay, so I've already have my 2 chains. Now I'm going to go through this first opening where I normally would, but I'm making sure that I crochet over that yarn as well, those 2 tails. Complete my single crochet, chain 1, continue on as you normally would, but I'm going to continue to incorporate this yarn because I want to secure it. Single crochet, chain 1, skip that, single crochet, chain 1, skip the stitch, single crochet, chain 1. I'm going to leave that tail there for now, and then I'm going to make that single crochet in the end so it looks nice and blocked, turning it, do my chain 2, single crochet. Now if you take a look at this, it looks kind of messy in the back, right? Where this yarn is. See, you can see that it's all bulged up here. I don't like that look. So when I have done these Afghans here, I must have had a 6, 7, 8 inch of tail on it that I would crochet over because I wanted to make sure it was secured nicely. So when I got to this point, when I was coming back, okay, when I got to this point, I held this end and I pulled each strand to make sure that you pull out any of those areas where it's like bulged out, okay? I'm going to stick my hook back in here, tighten her back up. Now I'm going to chain 1. Oops, did I? Yes, we're good. Chain 1, but I'm going to skip this stitch just like I normally would, but now when I go through here, I'm going to also pick up these 2 tails of yarn. There's my single crochet. Chain 1, skip this, pick up those 2 tails of yarn, and again, if I can get through there and get it, there we go, pick up those 2 tails of yarn. So now it looks a little bit nicer. You can't see that laying there. Chain 1, and then in the very end here I'm going to do this, so you can see that incorporated very nicely. And what I would actually do, and of course you can just come back now and continue on, what I would actually do now, in my Afghan, what I did is I did my yarn needle and I would go and weave it in, but I would also make sure that when I was weaving it in, I went in the same color that the yarn is, but I went under those post stitches because I didn't want to wreck the look of each post stitch. So here it is on the other side as well, and we have the 2 colors, the one's incorporated, but you see how nicely that flows through. You don't have an abrupt color change where it does not look like it's part of the pattern. You know, you'll have sometimes a zigzag effect, but doing it this way you won't get that. And then we have it blocked nicely, and you can make your Afghan and any, well, Afghan, a pot holder, a dish towel, all kinds of projects out of this. I just love this stitch. It has a very nice feel, very nice, it's nice and warm. It's not too thick. It's not a big yarn eater pattern, but I hope that you enjoy making your own, and please come visit the website at www.patternprincess.com, and please enjoy, take a look at some of the patterns, and please, I hope that this motivates you to make some of your own. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.